This is a story from my childhood, and it's slightly creepier than the previous story that I told, the last episode. Um, Slightly more like a lot. And it happened like years ago when I was roughly about 6 or 7. And I was at my grandparents' farmhouse with my cousins and one of my cousin's friend, Carolina, and my cousin Adam and Ada, and obviously my dad and my grandparents. So we were there. It was all good. We were having a great time, and then before we knew it, it was nighttime. And in nighttime, some weird stuff happened. And basically, what happened was we were, well, Adam really, he's older than me, but he really likes someone reading to him. So I would read to him. And I brought like a few books with me. So I would read him the stories from the books. I actually still have the book somewhere. Oh, it's right there. I can see it. And yeah, I was reading him the book, and we were just sitting there, and I was reading to him, and then all of a sudden the power went out, and I was like, oh, what the hell? This is weird. So was Adam, but we kind of ignored it and carried on sitting in the room because everyone already went to sort it out. And Adam turned on the flashlight on his phone, and I carried on reading to him. And then all of a sudden, it gets really, really chilly in this room. It gets really cold, and there's like a breeze. And I just suddenly noticed that the window is open. And I was like, wait, I'm pretty sure that was closed before, or was it? I don't know. And so I went to close the window, and we carried on reading. And covered ourselves in like the covers because we didn't want to get cold or like anything, because it's pretty cold in the night. And then I heard scratching sounds from the other room that was locked up because no one could get in for a while. And like, well, from this side anyway. The other side, like, everybody could get in, but nobody could be bothered to open the door with like 4 locks on it. And so I heard the scratching sounds from the other room, and I was like, wait, can you hear that? And Adam said, yeah, I can. And it was like, it just got weird, and I stopped reading, and we just listened to the scratching sounds. And then the scratching sounds stopped, and we heard shaking. We saw the door shaking, like very, very lightly, and we could hear it shaking, and then the door handle started moving. And at this point, I looked at Adam looked at me. He was the first to run out, might I just say. He left me, and I dropped the book, and he dropped his phone, and we both ran for it, and Adam was crying, I was crying, everybody was crying. I don't know where Ada and her friend were. I think they were staying at the other people's houses, or they went to the shop or something. I don't know, because we know a lot of people there. And it was, oh god. And then suddenly, there goes my dad walking out of the room casually, like, oh yeah, this is normal. Walks out of the room, and he's just like, guys, what's wrong? I was just opening the door, and I was like, wait a minute, it was you? And it was my dad, all along. Still don't know about the window, though. The window is the kind of creepy, unexplained thing later in the story. I was like, Dad, did you open the window? And he was like, no, I didn't open the window. I was like, okay. And I'm just like, I'm not sleeping in that room. No. But I had to. And yeah. So that was the story of this spooky, scary dad. my dad being a something, and just scaring the living daylight out of us. It's horrifying. Jesus. Adam was so scarred after it, he refused to go back in the room for like the next week. So yeah, that was what happened at that place. My grandparents' farmhouse, farm, whole thing, place. Oh my god, it was terrifying. And yeah, that was about it. That's about everything that happened. There is another story, but that's for another day. Goodbye.